Hey guys, welcome back. It is Christian here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today it is Wednesday, and on Wednesday we do my Will I Buy It series here on my channel. So there is a lot of good makeup dropping, a lot of exciting makeup dropping. We're starting to see the sneak peeks of all of the holiday collections that are going to be coming out in the coming months. So this is a really good time to be a lover of all things beauty. It is also a really bad time for your bank account if you are a lover of all things beauty. The great thing is the Will I Buy It series kind of lets me take a step back and really think about products before I decide whether or not I'm going to purchase them. I have done several of these videos in the past, and I kind of go into more detail on how the series came to be, where I got the idea from, and all of those good things. But basically it is where we talk about 4 to 5 products every single week, and I let you know what I think about them, the price point, if I think they're worth it, and if it's something that I'm actually going to be putting into my makeup collection. If you're interested in this style of video, I do post one every single Wednesday here on my channel. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below so that way you do not miss any future videos. I do post 5 videos a week, every day, Monday through Friday, hopefully, usually most of the time. That's what we got going on. So yeah, and if you are not new to my channel, welcome back. Thank you for continuing to join and support. And let's go ahead and get into this week's Will I Buy It? Alright, so Pat McGrath pretty much just hit us with a new makeup line. I know that she has been releasing makeup now for a decent amount of time. Everything Pat McGrath has been coming out with has all been limited edition until now. She is releasing a full makeup line. Well, not a full makeup line, because there's no like foundations or concealers or anything like that to my knowledge as of right now. There is going to be the Mothership eyeshadow collection, eyeshadow palettes, which come with 3 unique palettes. Each one includes 10 eyeshadows for $125. Hold please, we will be back to that in just a moment. The Luxe Trance lipsticks, $38, 40 shades and 2 different finishes. We have 11 lip liners, which I don't see a price on Trend Mood's website. There's going to be an eyeliner and a mascara. I don't see prices for those either. So everything has different launch dates. On September 16th, the lipsticks, the lip liners, the eyeliners, and the mascaras will be available. And on September 28th, the eyeshadow palettes will become available. And on October 6th, everything will be available on the Sephora website. So let's take a minute. We have 10 eyeshadows that are going to be releasing for $125. $125 is a lot of money. So I do own 2 Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. I own the Star palette, which I believe had 18 shadows, for $169, and I also own the Sunset palette. I was going to call it something different for a second, which has 15 eyeshadows for $129. So Pat McGrath is coming out with an eyeshadow palette with 10 eyeshadows for $125. I think what Natasha Denona's 10-pound eyeshadow palettes, which I do not own any of, retail I believe for what, $95 on the Sephora website. This is a lot of money for 10 eyeshadows. A lot, but they do look beautiful. And this palette right here, this one, I'm not sure the different names of the palettes as of right now, but this one right here, the very first one, actually looks really pretty. And it looks like it's mostly going to be like satin and glitter finish eyeshadows. And I'm excited about it. Now, I'm going to be honest, it is something that is going to be on my radar, but since it is permanent, which means that it's going to sell out instantly the first couple of times it restocks, but it's not something that I'm going to have to rush out and like make a split-second decision on whether or not I want to spend this much money on an eyeshadow palette specifically, because it is going to be a permanent item. We have a little bit of time to think about it. We can hear reviews. I can go into the Sephora store eventually. Hopefully it's not going to be online only. I can swatch them. Like, I can really take my time in deciding on whether or not I want to spend that kind of money. Now, I know to a lot of people that $125, $80, $70, it's a lot. It's ridiculous amounts of money to spend on an eyeshadow palette, and I kind of agree. I also have a YouTube channel. I also love makeup, and no, this is not my job. I know that there are a lot of beauty influencers who this is their job. They always have to produce, you know, new and fresh content. This is not my job. I don't get paid to do this, but I still like to keep things fresh. I still like to keep things fun. I still like to talk about relevant items. And I still use both of the Natasha Denona palettes very, very regularly. I don't really talk about them on my channel anymore because the Sunset palette was limited edition and you can't get it. And was the Star palette limited edition? I honestly don't remember if the Star palette was limited edition. I really don't. But I don't really use those very much on camera, but I do still reach for them. Like the Sunset palette, I keep up here, where my main makeup is, and the makeup that I reach for a lot. And the makeup behind me is more of like my archive makeup stuff I don't reach for as much. So if you're going to use it, if you're going to get a lot of use out of it, if it's a good formulation, if it's quality, if it's blendable, you know, ease of use, packaging, if all of that stuff is good, then it might be worth the $125 for me. we will, again, it's something that I'm considering, but it's one of those things that I just can't rush out and buy. Whenever the Sunset palette by Natasha Denona came out, I bought it instantly because I was already familiar with the formulation of those eyeshadows. I had touched them, I had played with them, and I knew that overall I was gonna love that palette, and it would easily become a staple palette for me. Whereas these palettes look a little bit more, I mean, there definitely are neutral shades in all of these palettes, and there are very wearable shades, but it looks like in all of them, no matter which one you pick, there's some good pops of colors. These two look a lot more unique. Oh, let me flip my phone. These two right here look a lot more unique than this third one back here. So if I were to purchase one, it would definitely be one of the two right here, one of the ones that has like the purple, the grays, the green. That palette looks really pretty. And then this one back here that looks like it has some yellows and some more dusty eyeshadows looks really nice as well. I probably would skip on this one back here, which you probably can't really see on camera. But I'm interested, I'm intrigued. I don't really think I care about the mascara or the lip liners or the eyeliners or anything like that. If I'm gonna get anything from this collection, it will definitely be the eyeshadows or one of the eyeshadow palettes. But I will keep you updated on that because I'm gonna have to wait until October 6th or whenever it's gonna be available in stores, or I'm not sure if it actually will come to stores because Natasha Denona took forever to actually come to stores whenever Sephora started carrying the line. So I will keep you updated, but it definitely is on my radar. Let me know down below, what do you think? I hear a lot of great things about Pat McGrath stuff. A lot of people seem to really, really love it. The consensus is that it definitely is overpriced, that the packaging is a little less to be desired, at least for their other eye products. I've heard really good things about the lipstick packaging. So I'll be curious to see what people have to say about these products whenever they start coming out in PR. All right, KKW, Kim Kardashian West's beauty line, is coming out with, of course, another contour palette. Now, I really wish that she had come out with the powder contour first before the contour sticks, personally, because I would have been a lot more likely to consider purchasing this palette if she hadn't come out with those contour sticks first. I mean, Kim Kardashian is, I feel like, the one who made contouring for the everyday a thing. People a couple of years ago, everybody was after her look, everybody was after what she had going on. So her coming out with a powder contour kit is genius. I'm surprised it took her this long. I'm surprised that she let baby sister have that year or two with her own makeup line, and that she didn't do this sooner. Now, with that being said, I will not be purchasing this because of all of the lackluster reviews and all of the the issues with the contour sticks. I just don't feel like this is something I need. Plus, I don't really contour that much. It is going to retail for $52. There is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, 3 different palettes. It's going to release on October 22nd at noon Pacific Standard Time, which is, I think, either tomorrow, because I'm filming this on a Sunday. So it'll be released before this video goes live, I know that. So each palette will have 4 powders total. There will be a light, a medium, and a deeper contour kit. So I believe she is releasing 3. It is going to have, each contour set is going to have 2 highlighters. They're both going to be shimmery highlighters. It is going to have a bronzer and a contour shade, which a lot of times is pretty standard for contour kits. I really cannot wait to see reviews on this, but I'm going to 100% pass on it. There are certain makeup items that I will definitely 100% jump on board for and be like, yes, gotta have it, I need it, totally. But this is not something I need. Based off of her contour sticks, she kind of played everybody with the amount of product that you got for the price that you paid. I just, it was falling apart. The packaging was a little lackluster. I'm just not here for it, especially for $52. I mean, that's a lot of money, a contour kit, especially when most contour kits that are out on the market that you go into Sephora and purchase, they're going to be between the $40 and maybe the $50 range. And I feel like $50 is pushing it. So $52 is a little bit much. I'm not here for it. I personally will 100% be skipping out on that. It's not something I need. It's not something I'm intrigued by. When Kylie Cosmetics first came out, I definitely had a lot of interest in it, but now I'm just kind of over the entire situation. And I will kind of wait and see what else Kim Kardashian West comes out with next. Hopefully maybe an eyeshadow palette, something else to kind of get me a little bit more excited. But so far, her first 2 launches, I have not really been into at all. So something that I try to get every single year and I can never get my hands on, it always sells out so quickly. Tarte is coming out with their 3rd edition of the big, the Blush Book number 3. And it usually retails for about $60, and it usually comes with between 6 and 8 full-size blushes. Now, I always talk about, I've never owned one of these, but I always buy the ones that come out in the holiday kit, the one that has the 4 blushes that are a little bit more rectangular in size. Every year I want this, and I can never get my hands on it. Now, I have heard people say in the past that the formulation of these are not the same as the actual blushes that they sell year around. I know that the ones that they release out, the smaller version for holiday, those blushes are always really good and really nice. So again, I've never owned this. I definitely want to get my hands on it. And right now it just says coming soon. There's nothing official on the release date, at least on Trend Mood's website. The blushes look really pretty. They usually have a good variety of shades. Now, one negative thing that at least about last year's version is that people with deeper skin, this didn't work for people with deeper skin. This one does kind of look a little like more of the same, so I don't know how it would play out for deeper or darker skin tones. If you have light to medium skin, this will probably work for you with no problems. I'm eager to try it. It looks like it has a highlighter in the center. Hopefully it's not like exposed highlight, because I think I have that highlight like 3 times by now. I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to get my hands on it. Hopefully it doesn't sell out super fast, because I love these. I don't use them on camera very often because, again, they're always limited edition. Sometimes they have limited edition shades, and sometimes they have a mixture of shades that are in their permanent line. I can't really tell. From what it looks like some of these are going to be newer shades or limited edition shades to the palette. It doesn't specifically say on Trend Mood's website if that is true or not, but I'm definitely going to try to get this blush book number 3 because I just have always wanted to get my hands on one. I've never been able to, and Tarte makes some really great blushes. So be out on the lookout for that. That is going to be definitely worth the price, even though I don't know the price, but I think last year's was 60 bucks. So it's going to be somewhere in that price range more than likely. So Benefit is coming out, or has already come out, with their Punch Pops. Now, these are going to retail for $18. They come in, it looks like 7 different shades, and I have no intentions of buying any of these. From what it reads, based off of Trend Mood's website, Instagram, it says it's a liquid lip color that combines vibrant color with a shiny finish to create the perfect blend for lips that pop. It has a creamy non-stick formula, glides on smooth, contains vitamin E. The 7 shades are bubblegum, sugar cookie, pink berry, watermelon, cherry, and mango. I'm not going to purchase them. First of all, I don't like the packaging. I commend Benefit for finally trying to come out with something a little bit different. I know when they launched their brows, what was that, a year and a half ago? People, like, it shook the brow game. So I really love that the brow products that they came out with were really nice. And I feel this is the first thing that they've launched in a while that kind of caught my attention. But it caught my attention not necessarily in a good way, but in a more, that looks like, you know, kids makeup. And no hate to Benefit, because I haven't tried it, but it just doesn't look like something I would want to purchase. And Punch Pop, I feel like if you're going to come out with something like this, it does look like there's 2 nudie shades, but everything else looks kind of vibrant. And we're on the outer skirts of summer. Summer is ending in about a month or so, so I feel like this is something that would have been better suited to them to come out earlier in the year. I know that there's no rules to makeup. You can wear neon yellow, whatever you want to year round, but there are a lot of consumers who do stick to the rules of, you know, you wear the vibrant colors in the spring and summer, and then you go into vampy colors in the fall and winter. This looks kiddish to me. It looks like I could go buy it from the drugstore. You know, I could go, it would be mixed in with the lip smackers, you know, on one of the end caps at Target. Those are the vibes I'm kind of getting from this. And is it a lip gloss? Is it a lipstick? Is it a hybrid? I'm not really sure. It also kind of reminds me of them trying to make their own take on some of the Too Faced liquid products that they've come out with recently. It looks like, I don't know, everything about it just is not, I'm not here for this particular product. Have you tried it? Have you swatched it? Let me know down below. Let me know if I'm completely wrong on this one. But this is not something that excites me whatsoever. So this is definitely going to be, for me, a hard pass unless I start getting comments out the wazoo on this video letting me know that this is the most amazing product like in the world, which I doubt it. But I don't know, doesn't it just look really childish? Like, it legitimately looks like kid play makeup to me. I'm older, you know, so I like my makeup to reflect, you know, a certain level of maturity. You agree with me in thinking that they look a little bit kiddish, or like a little bit of the lip smacker, you know, $3.99 that you can go buy, you know, at Target or Walgreens or the dollar store? Let me know down below. No diss to Benefit, pick some bomb brow products, but this, I'm not really feeling this launch. So I, needless to say, will not be purchasing that item either. This last one, I am so upset that I slept on. I went on Ulta's website to try to purchase it last night, and it was sold out, but I want it. Wet n Wild is just one of those drugstore makeup brands that every time they come out with stuff, people just seem to get more and more hype behind it. People keep talking about how much better they're getting, how much quality their products are, that when it comes to highlighters in the drugstore, that nobody's doing it better than Wet n Wild. And I want to try this. At first I was like, oh, I don't need it, because I was looking at it as a collection as a whole with like the liners and everything, but just looking at this by itself, looking at it swatched, I really want this highlighter. It is $6.99. I don't know the exact name for it. It just says Mega Glow Highlighter. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look it up. It is called, online on Ulta's website, it is called the Mermaid Highlighting Bar. And I want it. I keep seeing swatches. I keep showing up in VR unboxings. And I'm like, man, it just looks so pretty. And I had told myself originally I wasn't going to purchase it, but now I want it. The entire kit I think you can get for like $39, $29 on Wet n Wild's website. I don't really have any interest in any of the other products, which I think are all still available that you can purchase right now online, except for that gosh darn highlighter. And it's one of those things, like, I don't know why I slept on it. I don't know why I didn't go for it immediately, because like I've mentioned in the past with those Mega Glow highlighters, whenever they first came out, you could not find them anywhere. So I should have just made the decision. I should have been like, $6, girl, you're not gonna miss that $6. That is a cup of Starbucks coffee you could go a day without, you know? And I was just like, I don't need it. And then I thought about it right before I was filming this video. I was looking online and I was gonna place an order with Ulta. And I was like, I went to go add that to my cart, sold out. And it wasn't even one of those sold out. It was one of those, this item is so popular, good luck ever finding it again, like disclaimers that Ulta likes to give whenever things are sold out. So I want it. Hopefully I can get my hands on it. Hopefully it's not gonna take like 6 months for me to be able to find it. And I know, is it limited edition? It doesn't say on Ulta's website whether or not it's limited edition, but it says Wet n Wild's Mermaid Highlighting Bar is a pearl tone highlighter used to create a beautiful glow. It's ultra saturated and highly blendable, like an elusive treasure only found in the deepest oceans. This highlighting bar captures the essence and glow of long lost pearl jewel. Shimmer and beam like a mermaid rising from the ocean's water to gaze upon the midnight moon. This silky smooth and ultra pearl formula easily blends onto the skin for a radiant glow. That is the most extra description I think I've ever read for a product. But you know what? I want to glow like a mermaid. I want it to be Ariel, you know. I wanted to live under the sea, all that stuff. I wanted to comb my hair with a fork. I wanted to do all of that. I want this highlighter. Hopefully I'll get it. Again, it does not say limited edition, so I'm hoping that at some point it will come back in stock. The only thing I hate about Ulta and maybe I just don't know how to work Ulta's website, but like Sephora gives you email notifications. I never see anywhere on Ulta's website where you can do email notifications for when something comes back in stock. But anyways, you guys, those are all of the products that I did want to talk about today. Do you have interest in buying any of the products that I mentioned? Let me know down below. Did you buy any of the products that I've mentioned? Let me know down below. Let me know some items that you're interested in or curious in on whether or not I will be purchasing them. Leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to it in a future video. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All of that is also linked down below as well. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys!